Prepare yourself for a spine-chilling journey into the Star Trek universe, like you've never experienced before. Star Trek Infection VR is coming soon, promising to blend the iconic sci-fi setting with psychological horror in a way that's bound to captivate and unsettle players. But here's where it gets controversial. Can a beloved franchise known for exploration and diplomacy successfully embrace the horrors of infection and mutation without losing its essence? That's the question at the heart of this upcoming VR title. Star Trek Infection is set to launch on both the MetaQuest 3 and PC VR platforms later this year, aiming to immerse players in a terrifying and mysterious story aboard a Starfleet vessel. Developed by Played with Fire and published under the watchful eye of Broken Mirror Games, a horror-focused collaboration connected to the creators behind Layers of Fear. This game promises to lean heavily into suspense, atmosphere, and the unsettling dread of an unknown threat lurking in space. You play as a Vulcan Starfleet officer sent on a critical mission aboard the USS Lumen, only to find the ship eerily deserted. No crew members are in sight, and what's worse, an alien entity has infiltrated the vessel and infected your very body. This infestation doesn't simply threaten your health. It physically transforms you, granting dangerous new abilities that come at a terrifying price. The erosion of your hallmark Vulcan logic and mental control. The developers described the situation vividly. The ship, empty and silent, suddenly feels alive with something sentient yet malevolent that has taken over everything inside. This otherworldly presence has now begun altering your own form, unlocking abilities that challenge your sanity as much as your body. You'll be tasked with exploring every nook and cranny of the USS Lumen, deciding whether to fight against this infection or to embrace the changes it brings. Along the way, you'll confront not only the darkness lurking within the ship, but also the shadows deep inside your own mind. If you've ever wondered what it might feel like to walk the fine line between hero and monster in the Star Trek universe, Star Trek Infection offers a haunting glimpse. It combines classic Star Trek themes with the unnerving tension of horror, creating a unique narrative that questions identity, control, and survival under extraordinary circumstances. The title is slated for release in 2025, beginning with the MetaQuest 3 and Quest 3S headsets, with a PC VR version landing shortly after on Steam. This staggered rollout ensures that players on multiple platforms will soon have the chance to dive into this eerie tale. And here's the part most people miss. The game's focus on psychological horror through VR is a bold experiment in the genre. VR's immersive nature could amplify the feeling of isolation and vulnerability in a way traditional games simply can't, making every sound, every shadow, and every sense of transformation far more intense. Will fans of Star Trek appreciate this darker take, or will it spark debate about how far the franchise should venture from its hopeful roots? What do you think? Is Star Trek Infection a welcome evolution, blending sci-fi and horror to challenge players' perceptions? Or does it risk alienating longtime fans who cherish the franchise's optimistic vision? Drop your thoughts, and let's get the conversation going.